Okay, officially live here, live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. This is the Swinging Bull with PB Alerts. Welcome, everybody. Also live in the Discord. Got a bunch of people in here. Welcome. Good to see y'all. Snowflake. See some familiar names there. And there's the closing bell for the regular session. So regular session officially closed. This is my earnings stream I do every Wednesday. Today, let me just flip over to these other charts here. We got QCOM reporting. We also have AMC reporting. Okay, so just gonna have my other screen pulled up on the side here. So when these results come in, I can post that for everyone. Specifically, obviously looking for EPS, revenue, and then if I can get some guidance, that would be good as well. So give me 1 second here. Let's see. All right, so the times that these companies are reporting, let's talk about AMC first. The data is supposed to come out at 4:15 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so we got about 15 minutes on that. Let me get my source pulled up over here. And then that way when the data comes out, boom, I'll post it for everyone on YouTube. The consensus EPS for AMC is negative 0.07. The forecast revenue is 1.32 billion. So we'll see what their data ends up coming in at. The forecasts, as far as what analysts are saying, is AMC is expected to miss the expectations. But you never know. Maybe they pull a surprise and they get a positive reaction. We'll see. Obviously, they're just the business model in general. They just have a tough time pulling profit, which I can show everyone here in a little bit. They're trading just below the anchored VWAP right now. Let me flip back to the sticks real quick. And I want to get QCOM pulled up also on my source page. And when we get those earnings, I'll release it for everyone. Stock Savvy Shy, which is also a member of our group. Looks like QCOM earnings are officially out. Let me zoom in on this chart. I'll go 1 minute. So they might have reported a little bit early here, but let me get this posted for everybody. Hold on 1 second. So QCOM numbers look solid, y'all. I'm going to post this on YouTube and then we'll talk about it. We go to the comment section here. Thank you, Stock Savvy Shy, for the info. Okay, let's talk about it. So their sales came in 10.2 billion. The forecast or the estimate was only 9.9 billion. So they beat sales pretty good there by like 0.3 billion beat there. EPS came in $2.69. Estimate was $2.56. So they beat EPS. We do got some guidance here. The remainder of fiscal year Q4, they adjusted their guidance up to 10.9 billion, which it was previously 10.6 billion. So QCOM looking solid, double beat. They beat EPS, they beat sales, and they adjusted guidance upwards. That's kind of like the triple whammy there in a good way. Triple beat. Also, little cherry on top, they announced a $15 billion stock repurchase plan. So good news for the QCOM bulls. Let me just go back to Discord here and okay, I see you over there on Facebook. What's up, everyone? People are just saying what's up. So solid report from QCOM. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. Like I said, they beat EPS, they beat sales, they raised guidance, and they're doing a stock repurchase plan. So that's like the four-headed positive result there. So great job by QCOM. Now going into the earnings, let me just pull this up here. Going into the earnings, let's just take a quick peek. Okay, they had a free float of 1.11 billion. Yeah, they do. That's what I was looking for. They do pay almost a 2% dividend as well. So I wonder if they added any additional detail to that as far as maybe they're going to raise it or anything like that. I'll have to look more into it, and I'll let everyone know when I find out. But they did approve that $15 billion share buyback, obviously breaking out of the 180 level, which is a solid pivot point. So it's broken that. We can look at, I just want to see here. Yeah, so positive net income for QCOM. They're just been doing great the past 3 earnings reports. Q1 2024, they were 23% year over year growth there. Q2, 33%, and Q3, 21%. So very nice positive revenue. I like what I'm seeing. Debt to asset only 53%. So that's a good thing. For those that don't know, debt to asset, we want that number as low as possible. They're only sitting at 53%. So good deal there. Just want to look at some peer comparisons. So, comparing EPS to their peers and competitors, I mean, they're like ranked 4 on that list. So that's pretty good there. Book value per share, I don't really care about that too much, but return on equity, almost 9%. Double-digit margins, 22% net margin. That's real good. I like that. So good stuff. QCOM, just a solid company all around, and they got some really great earnings. They closed the regular session at 172.99, so basically 173, right? They're up almost $14 a share in after hours due to this earnings announcement. Let me go back to the sticks because I'm just still kind of waiting on AMC. Again, AMC is supposed to announce the earnings data at 4:15 p.m. Eastern, so got about another 9-10 minutes on that. QCOM's starting to pull back a little bit, but could just be healthy price action after this little spike we just experienced here. Want to pull it up a 2-chart view on Webull just real quick, and yeah, by the way, everyone sees SPY today. Jesus. I mean, all 3 indexes. I think the Dow was up over 3% at one point in time. Let me see what they like. Yeah, Dow ended up 3.5% up today. NASDAQ up 2.7%, and S&P up 2.5%. So just coming out the gate swinging. I'm not going to sit here and talk politics with anyone, but obviously the Trump victory has propelled the markets upwards. And I don't know if anyone noticed also with the Trump win, the China stocks, basically all the China stocks took a beating today. Of course, that's due to the policies that Trump is proposing and his point of view on that kind of stuff, as we all know. So these are just an example of some of the effects that this election had on the market. Let's go back to, okay, so still waiting on AMC. They closed the regular session at $4.58. What I want to do, though, I want to, let's go back to QCOM just for a second. I just want to see where that retrace is at from that initial pump. Let me just whip out a fib real quick. Just going to put it right here at the bottom of that candle to the top. Okay, so they're bouncing off the 38% retrace right now. Would like to see them get back above 188 and some change. Okay, they're officially, they're kind of fighting with 188 now, but I just think this is probably just a short-term, little breather that it's taking on this positive reaction to the earnings. So I would expect this to probably come up and breach 194 because I don't see anything negative in their earnings data. Everything was positive. Like I said, they beat EPS, they beat revenue, they increased forward guidance upwards for the remainder of fiscal year 2024, basically this month and next month, right? I haven't seen anything on Q1 of 2025 guidance. I'll look more into that. And then, with all that said, then couple that with the $15 billion repurchase program, basically share buyback. So I would expect this to continue going up. I think it's also safe to say congratulations to the QCOM bulls. Got almost 400 people tuning in, mixture of Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, probably mostly Twitter. Got a pretty nice house on Discord as well. What's up, Pookie? Just saw you join. Hey, Stickman. Hey, Floki. We were just chatting earlier when I was doing my lifetime stream in the Discord. Opened up 2 new trades today. Now that the uncertainty of the election results are out of the way, I was very happy to enter some new trades today. One specifically was I did a buy plus right strategy on Ford. Their ex-dividend date is tomorrow, so I basically purchased some shares of Ford so I can capture that dividend, and then simultaneously wrote some covered calls on it. So no, we'll see what happens, but they're not reporting earnings again until I think the end of January or beginning of February. So I'm just going to wheel Ford, to be honest with you. I basically bypassed for those familiar with the wheel strategy, I bypassed the cash secured put side. I basically just skipped it. I usually will do that if the stock pays a dividend. So, a situation like that, stock pays a dividend. I don't really want to waste my time selling cash secured puts. I'd rather just own the shares as quick as I can so I can start collecting that dividend. And then, I'll target weekly or monthly income. The way the premiums on the options change for Ford, it's about 3-4 weeks, or the expiration dates on the contract. So, but today I picked up a little over $20 a contract. I sold 10 of them. And it was November 15th expiration because I wanted to get on the monthly cycle. The monthly cycles on the options change. They just have better liquidity. And, I just like them better. The spreads between the bid and ask are not wide. So I jumped on the monthly cycle, just a 9-day hold to collect a few $100s. And then I'll be on the monthly cycle at that point. And then we got 3 solid months to continue selling calls on it. So, but yeah, basically going to be getting double income on that because I'll get the dividend tomorrow. And then, of course, I captured the income from the covered call premium I received when I wrote those contracts. So very excited about the Ford trade. And there's a couple other trades I opened up today. But if you want to know more about that, just join the Discord. There's a link in the description. You can join for free. I'm not here to sell you anything. Just join the free section, see how you like it. And if you want to come to premium, then so be it. But I was very happy today to alert some new trades, like I say, because the uncertainty of the election results are now out of the way. I think what's going to happen over the next few days, possibly for the remainder of the week, is now investors are going to be looking at Trump's proposed policies with the magnifying glass, and we could see some volatility as investors are digesting what Trump's policies ultimately are going to look like. And so we could still see some sector movement as we get a clearer picture of what those policies are. We all know what the main policies are, but there's a lot more to read between the lines, which I think can still affect some stocks moving forward in the near term. So, had a lot of fun today, alerting some new trades. Before the election uncertainty, I'd probably have 4 or 5 wheels going at one time, generating a few $1,000 a month in income, and I was pretty happy with that. So that's what I'm going after again. QCOM I don't know if anyone sees that candle on QCOM that's printing right now. It wicked all the way down. I don't know. Maybe that was just I think that was just possibly a Weeble glitch. You see that every now and then. Let me just double check it's not even showing up on the 5 minutes. So, well, let me check trading view. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Weeble glitches out every now and then. I know y'all see that. That's why I mainly use trading view. And of course I use Thinkorswim a lot when I do my options and stuff. But AMC getting some volatility here. Closed the regular session at $4.58. It's up 19 cents a share. Technically, I don't think the data's out yet. It's supposed to be released in 1 minute. Let me refresh my source page here and see if we got anything. Give me 1 sec. Almost 600 people tuning in now. Welcome, y'all. We had a blast today. We had some great trades today as far as day trading goes. One of our analysts hit big. And I was trading SPY a little bit earlier with the team, and we made some money there. All right, let me just scroll down a little bit here. Give me one sec. Okay, still looks like I'm still waiting on AMC data. So, and for those just joining the stream, we already got QCOM. I posted that on YouTube for everyone. Quadruple. I would call it like I call it like a triple beat, if you will. Beat EPS, beat revenue, increased guidance, and a little cherry on top with the share buyback. I did see some of the options flow before the regular session closed. I did see some bullish option flow on AMC. There was quite a bit of volume on the $5 call for November 18th. There was also a lot of volume on the $5 call for November 15th, and also quite a bit of volume came in on the 450 strike for 11/8. That's Friday. So we'll see if they end up making a move here. QCOM's still holding up. Let's switch back to QCOM just for a second. Let me also make sure I didn't miss nothing in Discord. Oh yeah, thanks for the comment on YouTube there, Pookie. Yeah, grab that free roll. We're here all day, and we live trade with the free people too, so it's fine. Just join the free section, see how you like it, and then if you want to move up from there and join one of our coaching programs, we have a ton of fun. We live trade every day, tons of education, all that fun stuff. Anyways, back to QCOM. It's holding good up here. I like how it's holding up here. We did get a little breather pullback, which pulled back about 38% retrace of the initial pump, then kind of clawed its way back up, and could be in a little accumulation phase or consolidation phase before the next leg up. We'll see. I don't see any reasons yet why this would be retracing all the way back down. Look for about 186 to hold in after hours. That's where the demand was. And I know it's a 1 minute chart. Take it with a grain of salt. But 1 minute's really the only chart we can use right now. The earnings data was just released like 10-15 minutes ago. So it is what it is. Of course, we'll get the rest of the data for the remaining of after hours, and then we'll get the pre-market data, and we'll see if we end up getting a little trend day out of this tomorrow, possibly, because these are good results that QCOM posted. So I would assume that demand is going to pick up, and we should see more and more buyers enter the trade. We'll see what happens. All right, let me go there. Okay, so TK on Discord. Okay, so you did grab one of those $5 AMC calls for the 15th. So we got about nine more days on that. So not this Friday, but next Friday's expiration. Yeah, it's good. You put a little bit of time on it. Theta won't hurt you as bad as the November 8th strike. All right, still waiting on AMC. AMC did pump to 480 during the regular session, kind of out of nowhere. It was trading around $4.50. Had a 30-cent per share appreciation there within 5, 10, 15, about 20, 25 minutes, and it was up to 480. Pulled back basically 100% retraced down. So AMC just doing AMC things at that point. But yeah, really not much movement in after hours, I have to say. Like I said, I closed the regular session at $4.57, up a little over 4% on the day, and it's just sitting at 462 right now. So it is 4:18 p.m. Did I get the time wrong? Let me look. No, 4:15 p.m. according to Earnings Whispers. I know Earnings Whispers can be wrong here and there. It can be off a little bit, but 4:15 p.m. I don't see any data yet. Let me double check. Okay, let me scroll back up. Okay, come on, baby. See here. 6 minutes. Michael Burry on Twitter, another attempt to run after hours. He said he's aggressively shorting the 50 MA weekly. I wonder why. Algos go long above 50 MA weekly or something. I'm going to post those QCOM results again. Okay, let's see here. Now, the actual earnings call with the CEO for AMC, I believe that's at 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so if you want to see what the CEO is going to say, very easy to get to the call with the CEO. I mean, literally, you can just Google AMC Investor Relations. Here, I'll show you on my screen. Okay, it looks like AMC is getting some volatility. Let me move my screen over. Oh, that was QCOM. So anyways, AMC Investor Relations, and just click on that, and then you should be able to get to the earnings call. And here it is here, 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so here's the link. I'll post this in case anyone, because I won't be streaming at 5 p.m. But if anyone wants to hear what who is Adam Aaron, right? Anyone wants to see what Adam Aaron says, you're more than welcome. Here's the link. I'll post that, investor.amctheaters.com, and literally their featured image on that page. Right there, just click on the webcast, and you'll be led into the web call. Again, it's not till 5 p.m. Eastern, so you get about another 40 minutes for that. Let's go back to the sticks just for a second. Okay, 2 hours already then. Let's scroll back up. I know my mouse wheel is being a little loud right now. Just check Discord, make sure I haven't missed nothing. Okay. Yeah, Adam Aaron. Let me refresh my other screen. Okay, I got some AMC data. Let me post this for everyone. Pretty good source here, I think. Let's see. All right, total revenues 1.34 billion. Just as expected, they did have a net loss of 20.7 million. Okay. Now, this is kind of not good, the year-over-year view, because they lost 20.7 million, and this earnings was their net loss. In Q3 of last year, they actually made 12 million. So they were actually profitable, 12.3 million. What was the net earnings? 12.3 million in Q3 of 2023. And same time this year, negative 20.7 million. So they lost money, which was expected, I think. Net cash provided by operating activities was negative 31.5 million, which means they're obviously bleeding money, which everyone kind of knows that. Cash and equivalents at September 30, 2024 was 527.4 million. And you know why that is. You know why they got that cash, y'all. Come on. It's because of all the dang offerings they've been doing. That's why they got that cash. You know, and if they lost 20 million, I mean, do the math. If they lost 20 million in this earnings for Q3, and they're sitting on, let's call it 530 million. How many times can they eat away 30 million on that, right? You know, so they got some capital to last them a little bit, but it just seems like they're burning through cash. 500 million isn't much when they're bleeding out so much every month. All right, let me go back here 1 sec. QCOM still holding up. I think it's officially, you know, this is probably accumulation phase, and we could see another leg up on this because their earnings were just fantastic. Okay, let me just move this. Let me look. Everyone can look at this graphic here. This is kind of what I just went over, though. Cash equivalents as of September 30th was 527.4 million. So it's probably even less than that, because that was over a month ago when they had that. All right, let me check something else out here. Yep, it's getting a negative reaction, y'all. Here it's down to $4.40. Now, just so everyone knows that, I know people were buying calls before the close, again, not financial advice, but if it was me, it would just be like a little lotto play, can you treat it like a scratch off ticket. Not going to hurt you if you lose it. But the expectations going into this earning was AMC was going to miss, and that they were going to miss pretty good, and they did miss. Okay, AMC down over 6% now, so definitely getting a bearish reaction down to $4.25 a share. Let's see if this ends up being the real move. I mean, based on the data I've read so far, this is going to be bearish. And Michael Berry on Twitter, he can't stop talking about that damn 50 moving average on the weekly. He claims he's shorting it. Okay, so data's officially out for AMC. Let me just double check and make sure I didn't miss anything that could be important. Gary Gensler. Oh boy. All right, let me just read a statement from Adam Aaron. I'll make it quick because I know everyone's kind of still watching QCOM because that was our bullish reaction there. Adam Aaron, chairman and CEO of AMC Entertainment, said, "I am almost euphoric about the vital improve." Before I even read this, I have a feeling he's going to sugarcoat everything because they lost money, okay? And so everything he says is going to be like all sugarcoating stuff. So it says, "I'm almost euphoric about the vital improvements launched at AMC Entertainment during the third quarter of 2024. With our achieving two important milestones in what has been a long road toward a post-COVID recovery. First, on solidifying our financial metrics." I do think they refinanced some debt and bought like an extra 3 years on some notes or something. I'll look more into that, but I do remember something like that. So first, on solidifying our financial metrics, and despite our net loss, which we already know they took a net loss, our adjusted EBIT posted in the third quarter of 2024 was the second best performance of any third quarter in AMC's 104-year history. Damn, they've been around for 104 years? Wow. Amazing. What's more, in this third quarter, AMC's total revenues were 31% stronger than our revenues of Q2 of 2024. So compared to the previous quarter, take that with a grain of salt. I think more people go and see movies during the summertime when kids are out of school and stuff. So of course their revenues are going to be a little more in Q3. I mean, come on, Adam Aaron, do you think we're idiots over here? Let me just keep going here. So as I expected, he's just chirping up some numbers. This is a direct result of the greatly improving industry. And listen, y'all, I'm not an AMC hater. They're not a good company fundamentally or financially. So it's just the facts are the facts. Okay. If they had good fundamentals, I'd be talking good about them. But everyone in the Discord knows me, that some people ask me for my opinion about a stock. And as soon as I take a deep dive into the income statement and the balance sheets and the debt to asset ratios and different line items on those sheets, a lot of times they don't like what I have to say, but what why would I say something's good when it's not, so take it how you want. So Adam Aaron says, "This is a direct result of the greatly improving industry-wide box office throughout the third quarter." That's exactly what I just said before I even read it. I knew that's why. Their third quarters are always strong because everyone's watching movies in the summertime when the kids are out or when the kids are out of school. So he says, which we expect will continue going forward. Oh, well, no kidding. So he's basically saying our Q3s are going to be strong moving forward. We already know that. And second, on the strengthening of AMC's balance sheet, aka raising cash through offerings. Okay, you got to kind of read between the lines on a lot of this stuff. All right. So the strengthening of AMC's balance sheet and the debt transactions announcement in July. Okay, that's the news that I remember hearing about, is they had pushed the maturity dates out on some of their debts. They pushed it out, but they're basically buying themselves more time before, things get really, really bad. I mean, I kind of think their financials are already bad. Oh yes, Snowflake on. I gotta show this because this cracked me up. Post this meme. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's burning down, but it's fine. We're gonna continue to have great Q3s. I mean, come on, Adam, Aaron. You got to come better with that, man. So anyways, they pushed out some debt maturities from 2026, and they were able to push them out to 2029 and 2030. So they basically bought, 3 to 4 years before crap really hits the fan for them. But, what are they going to do until then? They'll probably do some more offerings. And then when we get closer to 2029, they're going to be looking for their debt to get refinanced out again. That's not a good constantly pushing debt out. That's not a good thing, y'all. I mean, I know it buys them more time, and the initial knee-jerk reaction to the stock price when news like that gets announced could be positive, but that's just a knee-jerk reaction because they bought more time. In the bigger picture, it's not a good thing. In addition, so far this year, AMC has further reduced our outstanding debt in total by $340 million. And you know how they did that. Again, probably through offerings, whether it's private offerings or public offerings. That's how they raise money to pay down debt. So he basically used the money from the offerings to pay down debt and do debt buybacks and equity exchanges and stuff like that. But it's just I don't really like their business. But anyways, no offense to the AMC bulls out there. I know AMC still got quite a few apes out there. And listen, if you're in the AMC position, depending on what your cost basis is, maybe consider selling some covered calls to, even if the premium's not too great because, your cost basis is too far out, but at least try and collect something. And just keep a little spreadsheet on the side. And as you're selling and closing contracts, you can update your cost basis that way. QCOM. Yeah, we got a YouTube question here. You think QCOM got more room to move? I definitely do. I think it's trading sideways right now, and it's getting ready for another move up. Just to reiterate, let me repost QCOM's financial earnings results, their earnings report results. And again, just another quick recap. They had 4 very positive things in their earnings report. Number 1, they beat EPS, came in at 269. The forecast was only 256. Number 2, they beat sales. It came in at 10.2 billion. The forecast was 9.9 billion, so 0.3 billion beat on sales. Number 3, they increased the remainder of the fiscal year outlook. They say Q4, but it's the remainder of the year outlook. They basically increased the guidance upwards, saying sales of 10.9 billion versus the earlier guidance, which was only 10.6 billion. So, and then number 4, because there's 4 good things happening here, they announced a $15 billion stock repurchase plan. Nothing is the name on YouTube. Nothing. Hopefully that answers your question. As far as whether I think QCOM has more upside, I definitely do. We got the first knee-jerk reaction, closed the regular session at 172.99, spiked all the way up to 193.99. It really likes that 0.99, doesn't it? Spiked up to 193.99, retraced about 38% of the initial pump down to basically 186. And it seems to be using 186 as a pretty clear bottom, at least as far as price action and extended hours goes on the 1-minute chart. So again, this is the only data as far as price action that we have to go off of as far as what it's doing right now and after hours. I think it could be forming basically a higher low at 186, right? So we'll see if that holds. That's a nice little bottom there. Then I would expect this to go up and test basically 194 at some point during the near term. I just want to go to trading view real quick. So anyways, initial reaction on AMC was bearish. They lost money just like we all thought they were going to do. The CEO is trying to chirp up the Q3, saying that Q3s are always great quarters, but obviously investors aren't liking what they're seeing. It is trying to possibly put a bottom in here around 425, maybe. We'll see. I mean, it's still kind of volatile. And of course, AMC is still kind of in the meme type, ball game. I just want to go to the bigger time frames on QCOM because the YouTube question asking about more room to move. I mean, as far as the bigger time frames, looking at the monthly and the weekly chart, there definitely is room to move up technical analysis wise. One thing that was concerning some traders on the weekly chart was a possible head and shoulders action that was starting to form. And obviously with the positive earnings reaction that we got today, that pattern should be invalidated. And QCOM sitting up here at 186.87 in post market. Let's just go to the daily chart real quick. Let's see, sitting at 187. Yeah, I mean, I would probably be looking at the mid 190s, because around 194, possibly 194 to 196. So more specifically, 194 back in June. What was a support level there? Ended up running to 211 after that, and then the bottom just fell out of it after that. But that could be a level of interest. It was obviously had some sort of demand there back in June at that level. So that's basically like the mid 190s. Trading at basically 187 right now. So yeah, this keeps moving. And also, is that a gap I see? Yeah, it's got a couple gaps. Trading view showing a couple gaps here. So the first gap, it's a little small one. That puts us right to around to 190 to 192. So if this thing keeps going, look for that gap to fill. Just curious if Webull is showing those same gaps. Let me go to the daily. Because, I like looking at gaps and trading gaps because what is a gap? A gap is unresolved price action. Okay, so obviously, it's unresolved price action and market makers like, resolving it, if you will. So let me just go on this daily chart right here. And yeah, Webull is confirming these gaps. So again, it's trading a little over 187 right now. Look for that first gap fill to like I would say I'd call it 190 to 192, I think is fair. And then there's a secondary gap. And of course we can, it looks like I got too many Fibonacci's on here. Let me delete one of these. Okay. Okay, that's how I drew that from bottom to peak there before. Let me get rid of this short-term fib. Matter of fact, I want to see what this looks like just real quick. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of lines up to with the gaps a little bit. So first gap fill up to 192 lines up with my fib here. And then there's a secondary gap up here, which could take QCOM to 205. Could maybe look for that gap to get resolved, that price action to get resolved. But right now it's just sitting at 187. Let me go back intraday. Yeah, it's sitting at 187. So if it decides to make another leg up, and actually that gap in the low 190s actually officially got filled with the earnings reaction, because it wicked up to 194. So that gap's actually filled. So let me zoom out a little more. 194. Let me see. Yep. I would think now that the gap at 194 is resolved, or I'm sorry, the low 190s, I think it has a good chance of breaking back into 200s if we get continuation on this. I feel pretty good about it. And, you know, if they had something wrong with their earnings, you know, that'd be a different story. But, you know, with all the good data that was released by them, beating the EPS, beating the revenue, increasing the forward guidance, share buyback plan. I mean, I would be confident in this. Now, unless we get some sort of market-wide, like, you know, sell off that's no fault of QCOM. I mean, of course, that's a different story. But yeah, nothing on YouTube. I think this could make another run to 200. That's my opinion. So I hope that helps. Time is at 4:40 p.m. All right. Let me just see what kind of profits we were making today in the Discord. Let me pull this over real quick. And also, if you want to listen into the web call with QCOM, QCOM's CEO, let's see what's going on there. See what time it's going to be. QCOM Investor Relations. There we go. And upcoming event right here. So it's November 6th at 1:45 Pacific time, which means that's going to be 4:45, which will just be in another couple minutes. It's going to start. So go to this link here. I'll post it on YouTube because I know some people are probably going to want to hear from the CEO of QCOM on this web call. Let me post that link. So there's the link for QCOM's web call. Once you go to that link, you'll see it right here in the middle of the page. Okay. This is the Q4 fiscal year 2024 earnings conference call. And they may even talk about, because the only guidance that I saw was they increased the guidance for the remainder of this year. And I'm assuming on this web call, they're going to be talking about 2025 guidance. So that would be important to hear if you're you know, an investor with QCOM. And then right there, you just click that link, and then right here, webcast, click on that. They might make you fill out a little simple form with like your name and email or something. Just fill it out. It's fine. And then they'll let you enter into the web call. Okay. Just look at some profits that hit today. Slim Pickens got some money on PLTR. Let me give you a little emoji there. This is a free member. Look at one of our free members. We were you know, we were pushing Tesla for a minute there, and we had a lot of some people make some good money. Jimmy Javelin, shout out to Jimmy Javelin on the free Discord, pulled in $4,200 today. Solid gain. Rosotech got 52% on coin. Very nice. Cools, RKLB, made a huge 2,800% gainer. Jeez. Cade, shout out to Cade on the free Discord. $573 banger today. Nice trade, dude. Ray made 5,200 on Tesla. We had a ton of people make some great money on Tesla today. Mad Maverick, he's one of our analysts. Had a nice 49% gain there. So as you can see, you know, let me move this out of the way, but I just want to show you, we have a lot of fun over here in the Discord, and like I say, we live trade every day, and I have special coaching sessions that I do with my team members. I basically teach more of the advanced option strategies. I do the wheel strategy on a lot of stocks, selling cash secured puts to enter the stock, selling covered calls to exit the stock, making income and premium the whole time, and of course making profit from our cost basis to the covered call strike if our shares do get called away from that contract. And there's a lot of different ways that I trade. Also do a lot of spreads, debit spreads, credit spreads, do a lot of condors, inverse iron condors for earnings. Those are always fun. That's basically a debit spread on each side of the price. So inverse iron condor, get the call debit spread above the underlying stock price. Then you put the put debit spread. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Let me take a sip of water. And then we put the put debit spread below the underlying stock price. We usually only pull those trades out for like a big catalyst like earnings. And again, that's an inverse iron condor. I do traditional iron condors, which is the complete opposite, which is where we're trying to trap the underlying stock price in the middle. And in that situation, we would have a credit spread on each side of the price instead of a debit spread. So we do condors. I've been doing some calendar spreads lately as well. Those are fun to trade. Love trading those. And of course, today I executed a buy plus right trade to collect a dividend on a stock while simultaneously collecting premium and income on the covered call side. So that was fun to do today as well. But if you're not into the more advanced options and you're just you just trade just regular calls and puts or something, we have a coach for each type of trading. If you just trade stocks, you're going to want to go see Mad Maverick. He's basically our equity swing trader. He does day trade the momentum stocks, but he's really good at the swing trades for stocks. So you'd want to go see him. His name's Lee, but his Discord's name is Mad Maverick. If you only day trade options the first hour or two of the day, we got a coach for that. His name's Ethan. You're going to want to go see Ethan. He trades just about every morning at the market open. He hits some great trades, and then sometimes you make your money for the week in that one morning, and then you can just go relax with family and friends and take a breather if you want. But yeah, if you only day trade the options in the morning, you're going to want to go see Ethan. And then our final coach is if all you do is technical analysis trading. I know people that could care less about fundamentals. I know traders me personally, I think fundamentals and financials matter, but I do a different type of trading where it does matter. When you're actually writing contracts, selling to open options, I do think fundamentals and financials are very, very important metric of that. But some people just day trade or swing trade on stock, and it's just a technical analysis thesis. And I have to say one thing, Jay in our Discord, our coach, our technical analysis coach, probably one of the best technical analysis traders I've ever met, ever. Okay, and I've been trading for quite a while. Actually just turned 42 a couple months ago. So I've been trading for almost 10 years now. But we got lots of experience. So again, if you're looking for a new home, check the links in the description. If you're already an experienced options trader and you do want to get into the more advanced options trades, the multi-leg options, the selling to open of options and writing contracts and actually being the ones to create liquidity on the options chain, you're going to want to go see me. Okay, I'm your guy. And then if you're ready to jump in head first, you can join my coaching group. I think it's like $39 a month or something like that. It's not expensive, but that link's in the description as well. But with that said, if you are looking for a new home, like I say, just join the free section, see how you like it, and go from there. It's not going to cost you anything. But yeah, with that said, I had fun streaming with everybody. Looks like almost 800 people tuned in. Mixture of Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. We got a nice group in the Discord. But yeah, if you're looking for a new home and you do join, I definitely look forward to meeting you. And as always, especially the Discord people, well, more specifically the Discord people, if y'all need anything, just shoot me a DM. And y'all already know I'm pretty good at getting back to people pretty quickly with answers to your questions. So, but yeah, had fun hanging out. And yeah, if you join, I look forward to meeting you. I hope everyone has a great night, and I'll see everybody very soon. Cheers, y'all.